Hi, Pastor Josh, Willow Creek Bible Church. Revelation chapter 5, verses 6 and 7. And I looked, and behold, in the midst of the throne and of the four living creatures, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as though it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent out into all the earth. Then he came and took the scroll out of the right hand of him who sat on the throne. In the midst of all of this, in the throne room of God, from the throne, in the midst of the creatures and all that, stands the Lamb of God, as though it had been slain. In other words, this is after the crucifixion of Christ. This is after the crucifixion and resurrection. He is showing up as the slain Lamb who lives. And he has 7 horns and 7 eyes, and the 7 eyes are the 7 Spirit of God, as we talked about in chapter 1, the 7-fold Spirit of God from Isaiah. And in Zechariah chapter 3 and 4, it talks about the 7 eyes as well, as having to do with the Spirit of God, the all-seeing nature of God, the perfection of who he is. And we also see horns as representing the authority to rule, and 7 being the perfect number. He has 7 horns. He came and he took the scroll out of the right hand of him who sat on the throne. Now, when we would approach someone who is in authority and in charge that, we respect and we look up to, we would come and ask them for it, and they would give it to us. The Lamb walks up and takes it because he has the right and the authority. And it's a comfort to know that he has all authority in heaven and earth, because he can take care of us in the midst of trials and tribulations and whatever this life can throw at us.